Okay, everybody, we're back as Ayumi and Kishiyuma or Yoshiki. I don't know how which is said. I like because I think they call him Kishiyuma, but then sometimes they say Ayumi. Like I don't know. I know it's properly supposed to be last name, and then first name is for like more personable like kind of stuff. But okay, where to go next? Oh, I can't go this way. I can't bring myself to see Suzumoto like that again. Oh, I feel like I'll lose my mind. Oh, right. I know what you mean. God damn it. Why'd you have to die like that? At first, I thought they were talking about Seiko. And I was like, you guys didn't see Seiko. I was like, oh no, it's just the gory mess that was your other friend. Okay, I'm trying to... Wait, this way? With the dolls weeping again. Go to where the floor collapsed but then got better. 1 step rooster, 10 paces rat. The floor got better. Is it talking about upstairs or is it down here? Might be upstairs. Hello, fucked up child. Oh, is this going to tell me not to go up there? No, it's the other stairwell. Okay. Okay, I think it's talking about here. What did it say? One of the floorboards here is slightly raised. Try to pull it out? Sure. You managed to fish out a crack-line key that resembles the winder from an old-fashioned pocket watch. The heck is this? Don't look like it would fit in a door I know. A tiny key shaped like a winder for a clock or music box. Okay, well, I think I know where to use that. There was the pulley system from last time. Ayumi said it needs like a little key or something. The winder you found looks like it'll fit perfectly in the keyhole based on the lever use it. Yes. Deed slipped into the device without any trouble, but nothing happened. Oh, come on. Lever is still stuck, but it seems to be a bit more give than it did before. There's a space for it to go down one more notch. Try forcing it? Yes. Just fucking break it. Hiya! Okay, now another dimension has opened up. Now I just need to remember where that is. It's not here. Right? No. No, because it's not going to let me go that way. So this way. Do 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 do. Here we go. I'll get a load of this place. It's got showers and everything. It hurts. Make it stop. Oh God, my head. Blood. Shinozaki. Are you alright? Did you feel something again? Another nosebleed. If it's just her nose, it's fine, but if a blood vessel bursts in her brain or something... Here, Shirozaki. Stuff some tissues up your nose to stop the bleeding. Thanks. I have some of my own, but since you got yours out already... Yeah, go ahead. Did the ghost get to her? No, she's been a little off since before that. I think she's probably reached her limit. She needs to rest. Hello? What the fuck was that? The locker is empty. High school uniform has been shoved haphazardly into this locker. Name tag. Book is crammed full of discarded underwear, all twisted up and wrung out dish rags. Oh my god, we're out. Oh, a pool. No running by the pool. Okay. It's essentially an oversized faucet or pump, obviously used for filling the pool. Its entire surface is covered with moss that seems to have absorbed some of the water, puffing it up with a thick, blackish green coat of ultra shiny slime. Ugh. Pool, huh? Can't even see the other side of it with all the rain. Alright, here goes. Shinozaki, this clearly isn't working. Why don't I take the doll for a bit? You'll catch your death of cold out here. Go back inside. I can handle the search. Just wait for me in the locker room. And what's going to happen if a ghost shows up again? You think you'll be able to handle it? Don't worry about me. If anything happens, I'll call you. And you can come to my rescue. Alright, just don't do anything stupid. Thank you. You say something? I'm gonna try lightening her load as much as possible. I don't think she can handle much more of this. Okay, let's investigate the pool by ourselves. Nice and scary. Caution, confirm all swimmers have vacated the pool before draining. Just sign on the door, pump room. Door is locked. Ooh. Looks like there's a key lodged in the crack between the two tiles. Try to dig it out. Sure. Found near the pool. It's thin, flimsy, and rusted. You'll probably break after a single use. Pump room, huh? I've had enough. Huh? Well, there's no way. Come on, give me a break here. Okay, I just have to confirm something real quick before I go swimming. Get in there. Okay, I'm just gonna look over here. Oh, Shirozaki, she's not here. Damn it, she's not here. I guess it really was her then. What the hell is she thinking? Okay, I need to get to the pool. I remember watching this scene from another Let's Player. What is wrong with me? What am I doing? I should have never taken my eyes off her. Yeah, honestly. So this is all my fault. God damn it. I remember watching this, and they go to the pump room, but you're not supposed to do that. Shirozaki! Pretty sure this is where the waves are coming from? It is. She's not here. Alright, it's like literally around here somewhere. Alright, that's actually garbage if she's not over here. Dude, she's over here, I swear it. Oh, it's her. Don't worry, Shiozaki, I'm pulling you up. Shiozaki, good. At least she's got a pulse. Come on, breathe, damn it. Breathe, darn you. Gya, 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 gya. Live. What I was saying is that I remember watching a playthrough of this, and they just go, excuse me, God, don't worry me like that, because you have to go and confirm that she's not there, that it's her in the pool, and for some reason, Jesus, you back with me now? They just go to the pump room and they drain the pool with her like in it, and then it just shows a scene of her legs sticking out of the drain with like a mass of blood, and it always stuck with me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So tell me, why the hell did you jump into the pool? You called me out there, didn't you? I what? I heard your voice, so I ran outside after that. I don't remember much else. The next thing I knew, my vision was all this sickly green color. My mouth was full of water. God damn it. Was this the work of those ghosts again? Can't believe they could trick us so easily. There's got to be something in that pool. Yeah, they said they stuck in the roof of... Oh, God. It's like algae or something. Hawktua, am I right? Wonder if it's the showers still work. Yeah, that one definitely doesn't work. Nothing. I can't get rid of this horrible taste that I smell absolutely putrid. I hate this. Me, though. Me when seaweed touches me in the ocean. Me when a leaf touches me in the pool. How do you think I feel? Shinozaki, how about we go out into the rain and wash ourselves off a little? Though I don't know how much help rainwater will be getting the rest of getting the taste out of your mouth. Okay. Alright then, let's go. After this, I guess we'll need to figure out how to dry our clothes. Feeling better? Yeah, surprisingly, I was able to rinse out of my mouth pretty thoroughly. Were you? That's good. So, Shinozaki, while I was out here, I came across a room in the back that I kind of like to check out. I'll go with you. That's probably the good option. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Alright, let's do it. Let's drain the pool with nobody in it. Big thumbs up. This is also just, like, totally excluded from the anime. Like, there's no pool area. The key was so rusted and brittle that it instantly snapped as soon as it was turned. Fortunately, it had already done its job. Crude label written on a piece of tape attached to the device. Water pump right below it. There's a slot for some sort of lever or handle. Valve drainage turn it, yes. Ugh. The corpse of a very tiny individual being pickled in its filthy brine for so long seems to have bloated its skin into a patchwork of pustules. Oh, vile. The body of the female student rotting and decaying. There's a little note up there. Based on the size, it appears to be the body of a high schooler. Long-term exposure to the dirty, contaminated water has left it quite a mess. The body of a female student rotting and decaying. Let's see this note. I removed the wheel from the water pump and threw it into the pool. Hopefully that'll keep anyone from finding the little treasure I left in the spigot. That bitch killed my friend. She can spend eternity without a tongue for all I care. I threw the wheel. Actually, oversized faucet, tire surface. Okay. I threw the wheel. The dim lights around you are reflecting off some sort of something deep inside of the drainage grate. Try to fish it out. Sure? What is this thing? Some kind of handle? Rusted valve. Found at the bottom of the pool. Probably got stuck when the water was drained. Rusty valve. Okay. Is this supposed to be for in here in the drainage room? Yes. As far as it's going to go, I think. It's too rusted to turn anymore. Oh, there it is. A small handbag stained with a copious amounts of blood. It seems to have fallen from the spigot. An elementary school's ID name is on. It's attached to it. Heavenly Host Elementary School Class 1-6, right? Tokyo Tsuji. The bag appears to be containing a severed human tongue. It's a girl's name. Acquired the tongue. Okay. How nice. Now let's return the tongue to its owner. We're really knocking these out. Holy shit. Oh my god, that actually scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god, that actually got me like really bad. Like the stupid noise. Like I don't know what's with like the weather alert or like the what's it called? The Amber Alert noise. Like what's up with that? Like that scared the crap out of me. Jesus Christ. Here we go again. Where the hell's it gonna take us this time? Where your friend was splattered. The floorboards beneath that wall. Right under her globby entrails. Where the floor dips and the blood pools. Drip, drop, drip, drop. Smelly, smelly, icky, icky. Yucky, yucky. You know me. Get in there good and dig it out. No. Step on the little doll's head. Get rid of it. No. Getting a good laugh out of this, huh? You sick son of a bitch. God, if that's where it is. I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get to it. Is someone there? Morishige? You're alive? Ah, Kishiyuma. Wait. Is he in our space, or are we in his now? Ah, Kishiyuma and our class rep. I'm very glad to see both of you safe and sound. Oh, what happened? It's a long story, so where have you been? I was in the second wing until a short while ago and suddenly lost consciousness. And when I woke up here, it felt as if the air had changed somehow. Okay, so he came here. Oh, yes, and I did briefly cross paths with Moshida and his sister. You did? So they're okay too? They are, though when I next ran into Moshida's sister, it seemed so her sister and her brother had parted ways. Morishige. What is that in your hand? Ah. Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked pouch in his hands. Oh, this? So I found it under the floorboards in the hallway. Just up these stairs. Is it some kind of charm? Do you want it? Please take it. I'm merely searching for a certain someone, so I have no need for charms at the present time. Yuki's tongue. Severed tongue of the victim. That's all the tongues? That's nice. As with the others, there's a student ID name tag attached to it. Class 5-2 Yuki Kano. Well, I should be going now. Is something wrong, class rep? You look like you've seen a ghost. Bye? What the fuck? Ah, yes, one more thing. Moshida said you should all try to meet in class 1A. Okay. Where are you going? I'm guessing... It wasn't from, Suzumoto's spot. Maybe it shifted over a few feet and he got it from there. I mean, he didn't, then. That really freaked me out. Did you see his hands? They were covered in blood. I wish that was in the little avatar thing. I mean, the one guy got stabbed and it showed the blood, so I wish it showed that. How haunting. Okay, save this. Okay, well, we're not going to go back up there because I know they're not a fan of especially the idea of Morishige digging through that stuff. That's kind of fucked. He's really more lost than expected. Heading this way. Oh, there they are. Which one do we give it to? Oh my god. I didn't even do that. Give it back. Give it back. Gurgle, gurgle. This girl's missing eye, and the other one's missing most of her head. Oh, we got our tongues. Is that going to be enough? What do we do? Pull out the tongue bags? Yes, why wouldn't I? The girls lower their heads, or what's left of it in one case, and begin rocking slowly back and forth as if feeling anxious. Yuki Kano. Tokiko Tsuji. These are for you. They're yours, aren't they? What if we mix them up? Hand it over the 2 bags. Oh, well, I guess they're named, but... It's so eerie, like seeing the one on the right, because in the anime I think they don't really show the like rest of the head, but that's what's pretty freaky is that you can see the rest of her head there. It's also like not really explained why their head got cut off like that. I mean, it's pretty freaky. Thank you very much. It's time to go to heaven, my child. No, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ah! We did it. We did it, Shinozaki. All three of them. Well, that's left is the girl in the... No, no more. Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. Do you have any idea what that's like? I keep picturing how I'll look when I'm dead, and I'm not even trying. It just pops into my head all on its own, and it's such a horrible image. I want to go home. I just want to go home, back to my mom and my sister, and Moshida. Shinozaki. Alright, next one is mine then, okay? So just try to pull yourself together. What? Yeah, since they're all, God damn it, not again! This one's big, too. Yeah, since they're all cured. Not cured, but saved. Everything will combine into one now. Well, the book is writing. Ooh. Oh. Oh, there's the ghost. Was I knocked out? Where am I? Looks like we're back at home. Is this our classroom? No fooling? Shinozaki. Hey, wake up. She's breathing at least. Shinozaki, come on, wake up already. Kishinuma? Yeah, same girl. What? What? Take a look around you. I can hardly believe it myself, but here we are. No way. We're back for real? Is this really our school? It's really real. Check it out. Here's my desk. Mine too. It's right here. I can't believe it. It's true. Yeah, we made it. We're home. We're home. Fuck yeah! Suck on that, world. Well, what a wonderful adventure that was. Time to go home and have fun. The needle on the clock in the hall is pointed to 8, and there's not a soul in sight. I never thought I'd live to see home again. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Whoop. Guess there's no Satoshi or Miss Yui or anyone else, huh? Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around in the darkened corridor of our school building at 8 o'clock in the evening just feels so surreal. As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor sea of black. Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? Where am I right now? What am I doing? Shinozaki, what's wrong? Holy crap. What the hell is this? It's the thing or whatever. Like, Jesus, it's not over, is it? Why isn't this over? Why? Damn it. So, it's you. No. Go back. Don't come any closer. Ah. It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped. I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this? I have no idea. I didn't want to see her face. So after school, I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor hallway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikazu showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with my mom, and he listened really closely. He just kept saying, uh-huh, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, you see. But he was a very kind man. I really liked him. But then... You two are nice people. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this bag. She's so tiny, she must be 5th grader. Yuki Kano, right? Ah. Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school. Didn't we succeed, though? So why are you still here? No, you didn't. But we returned your tongues, we gave back your ability to speak out. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't really matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us. We exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which heavenly host is sealed. I believe that moving us is our best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough? So you're saying his words, the words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you? That's not... Huh? So what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in that godforsaken place? You child spirits are the ones who summoned us there, aren't you? That's not true. The hell do you mean by that? We're just the cogs that hold the closed spaces together. But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you? Wait. Huh? Huh? Let's hear her out. So, I'm just glad I was able to get even the two of you back to safety. Yeah, but like, what's with the hell demon thing in the bottom corner? Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us? I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short at the edge of madness. All sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head. Their kindly nature and sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around, and you just start acting out without any sort of control. Your sister some kind of medium or something? Yeah, something like that. So what you're saying is this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin? I feel for you, I really do, so please, please, bring the rest of them back. Moshida, Miss Yui, and everyone else too. Bring them all back home. Come on, you could do it, right? I don't think that's possible anymore. Why not? Those closed spaces have eaten a lot of innocent souls, far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died have filled every last corner of them, so there's no room left. And because the agony and pain has nowhere else to go, it's begun feeding on the minds and souls like us who are bound there. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy. So we're going to lose you as an ally then. So why don't you just hurry up and bring them home right now? Isn't there any way for us to save Moshida and the others? There may be one way. What is it? I think you already know. You have to return to the closed spaces. Find all four of us Heavenly Host serial kidnapping and murder victims, and put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they'll begin to fall apart. And you just might get your friends back. You expect us to go back? And this time, instead of having one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all four of you? Why? Couldn't you just tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide? It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand, and in an instant, their two beings seemed to merge together into a single mind. What's going on? Shinozaki! It hurts, it hurts! Huh? What happened to me? Did I pass out? Why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing. I can't move. It's like the feeling you get when you're really tired, sleeping. It's sleep paralysis, I think. You want me to tell you what happened? Fine. I'll show you. So now we are kidnapped. Where? Why can't I move? Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I could find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as a primary focus to the public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So, of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. Ooh. I can't move. My body because of the sleep paralysis, I guess. But I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy and two girls in here aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during the incident, but they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot and just sprawled on the floor, and so am I. That's the reason I can't move. That's a terrifying sprite. Somebody please save me. Ooh. Ooh. No, stop. No, please, no. Your eyes. God, no, I can't see. Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. Maybe we want to do. That just makes everything so much worse. Just because I can't see, I begin to listen more intently. The helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls in the cramped room. I'm so scared it feels like my head's going to explode. Why are you doing this to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me, cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. Please. I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the man walking away from me. In or dear, okay? In order. I've never heard screaming like this before. It's pure primal terror cutting through the air like a perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end. Feels like he's been screaming for an eternity. I think he's being killed right now. My God, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? It's been at least a half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls in line is the next to scream for her life, and the symphony goes on. God, I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it. Stop it. It's still going on. Come on, just die already. Die already. God, what is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped, and the room grew quiet again. For people who don't know or realize, that was the person who got the top of their head cut off. Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hair standing on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen, like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. That was good detail. In order. God, why am I relieved by the silence? The kid next to me just died, or the kid next to me just died. Which means it's my turn now. Someone's got me by the hair. They're pulling my head up and taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer. The 4 missing children were found in a basement room of Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanely horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hand of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part. However, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children had been listed as loss of blood following the removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unleashed to the public, or at least previously unreported to the news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcibly dug out. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. Oh my God. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appears before me was more horrific than anything I could have possibly imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was one of the children. It was the little girl, her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. She was staring intently at me with soulless gray eyes, and then she just started giggling. She was opening and closing the bloodied scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing through the room. Then she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. How? Why? Why is it you? No, no. The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball was soup-like in the consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me, and makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of the information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations, and I remind you, this is mere conjecture. But one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu Yanagihori really the murderer of the 3 victims? Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much. Shocking to hear such a kindly man could commit these oh my god, I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Atrocities. Unconsignable? He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around the same time the principal Takamine Yanagihori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in the most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls as if possessed. He seemed frightened of something. He seemed frightened of someone, and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps he could. So too could his son. I believe that we're looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched, as leads go, but it's a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down, but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. It may be the scoop of a lifetime. Ko Kibiki 2003, July 22nd. Continued in Chapter 5. Wow, that was a long little ending part there. Repeated fear. What was that, 20 minutes of just the dialogue and lore and stuff? Holy crap. But anyway, Chapter 5. This is the final chapter. We're heading in. Everything's ramping up. We now know the truth that Sachiko is the one that murdered the children. I wonder why. Oh boy, we start with this handsome devil. Extras. Oh, there's a new extra. Those little boys there. Maybe I'll do, excuse me, an episode with all the extras. Kind of just doing them all. Not every single one here. Because obviously you need to set it up in some way. Name tag list. Chapter 4. Hey, we got a good amount here. I guess we're just only missing 3. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gave up on escaping, committed suicide with beloved. Oh, did I not get the loved one? The person next to them? That's a little unfortunate. The bathroom, people in the pool. Hit head, fell in and drowned. Thrown into the pool. Hanged by unknown assailants. That's actually an interesting detail there. Attacked from behind while searching for friends. So they were attacked from behind. Starved to death. Starved to death? Why did it look like his head was smashed into the wall? Or he was Hulk smashed into the neck slits. Yeah, in the woods. Possessed while passing. Mental collapse. Drowned after friend was killed by child spirit. Died in pool. Unaware of own demise. Starved to death. Okay, and there's a lot of names here. Doubt we're going to be getting them all. But as a whole, not too bad, not too bad, not too shabby. Holy crap. Ending list. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's 6 endings. Yoshiki and Ayumi return to the real world, yet. Yes, okay, so they have to come back, we have to combine the worlds, and we have to save everybody. Surprised that Morishige kind of just moved on. He didn't really hang out. I mean, obviously he gave us the tongue, which is pretty cool. We have to... There's all different endings for the different extras, I guess. Okay, well, I think we're still only 2 people down, like, canonically. I know at the beginning of this recording session, like a few episodes ago, I think it was episode 11, I messed up with the Naomi thing. I read the instructions wrong to my little guy, so that's my bad. But, you know, we're about to hit the climax of the story in chapter 5. So we gotta wrap up, we gotta save Yuka, we gotta get Satoshi and Naomi over to us. We gotta find our teacher. She kind of disappeared. We gotta find her, Miss Yui. So yeah, so sorry this is a longer episode, but I didn't want to stop it in the middle of the whole lore dump. I didn't really know it was gonna end right there, but either way, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the story thus far in our spooky season. And I will see you next time where we hit up the final chapter. So take care.